Danny Wolf. Following the death of his mother, the Wolfman vowed to raise and protect his two sisters with ruthless instincts of an alpha predator. But Becky was corrupted by his ruthless rival Six, and Teddy vanished into silence. Wolf entered brutal combat to hunt his enemies and restore his place at the top and his broken pack by tooth, claw, and bone-crushing force. Six. A sinister master manipulator, Satanist, anarchist, and true metalhead. His skull reinforced with metal plates, letting him endure pain others can't even imagine. Shrouded in mystery and shadowed by dark satanic rites, his origins are unknown, and his deeply intimidating voice will crush your soul. He's already twisted Danny Wolf's sister to his cause. Now, Six enters the tournament to claim ultimate power and crush anyone who dares stand in his way. Becky. Raised in the ring since the age of 4, Becky was forged by the brutal discipline of her brother, Danny Wolf, a bond that soured into bitter resentment. In a shocking betrayal, she struck down Danny and turned her back on their sister Teddy, pledging her fists to his sworn enemy, the deranged, merciless warlord known only as Six. Now a ruthless enforcer with a vendetta, Becky fights not for honor, but for vengeance. Rich Saxon. Once a lorry driver with a fractured past and a family turned cold, transformed his pain and mistakes into unbreakable resolve. After the bruiser shattered his spine and left him paralyzed, Rich clawed his way back from the abyss, fueled by rage and a thirst for vengeance. Now, with nothing left to lose, he's coming for the bruiser, and this time, he won't stop until his nemesis is crushed beneath his fury. The Bruiser. The ruthless, psychopathic, and maniacal Bruiser holds a legacy of betrayal and a trail of broken bodies behind him. Feared for his unmatched wrestling mastery and blood-soaked accolades, he vowed he'd never lose again. Now, he dominates with chaos in his eyes and violence in his soul. Barry Clava, a lightning-fast striker behind a black mask and a bottle of champagne, blends deadly precision with a brash demeanor that's somehow impossible to hate. But after hospitalizing his own protege, Carudo, in a brutal match gone too far, the guilt now weighs heavier than any opponent. Yet still, he enters brutal combat, seeking redemption for the only language he knows: pain. Jay Brown. Jay Brown is a lovable goofball who uses his massive size and surprising strength to dominate the fight. Dancing with his cousin Barry Dancer, he laughs off danger, but when the battle starts, he'll crush anyone foolish enough to stand in his way. Matt Davis. Once Wrestle Online's undisputed champion, turned dark after feeling disrespected and denied the power he believed he deserved, nearly toppling the very empire he once ruled. Now back and funding the tournament through his ruthless corporation, Ace Corp, whispers accuse him of orchestrating his darkest hours. He's one of the greatest fighters ever, and he is ready to unleash his cunning cruelty. Anyone standing in his way will be crushed beneath his merciless ambition.